I'm Lindsay Latham. Welcome to Psychic Intelligence Live training, or I've started doing these like little live sessions. They're not consistent yet, but they're getting there. Oh, Lord. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about today, which will make your psychic development journey, at least this is why I'm sharing this with you, is to hopefully this helps some things click inside yourself and it'll make things easier, because we are all psychic. It is our core operating system. What is going on here on Earth, I don't want to say but what we're going through right now is the minds have been hijacked. Corrupt systems decided they were going to try and overturn God or whatever, try to play God, and by hijacking the minds of humans, erasing past timelines of civilizations, yada, 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 yada. All the bullshit. The only way that they could even get away with it for a little bit is by fucking with the mind, because it's the only thing that can be hijacked. But it's got to happen from like out the gate. That's where the conditioning, you're conditioned, you grow up, you're conditioned into a certain way of being. It's very deep. It goes on generation after generation after generation. It gets so deeply ingrained, which is, what we're experiencing now. But it's all collapsing because it's part of life. The dark forces, they have to try and overthrow the most high light, because if not, what the fuck would we be doing here? We're here to experience the contrast of awakening. So, and we're at that point to where people are waking up and coming back into themselves and getting away from the conditioning, because they're realizing the conditioning and where the conditioning is coming from is extremely fucked up and rooted in disturbing, fucked up shit. So people are being tested right now to see where they stand. Are they going to do what's right and not be doing fucked up shit, or not going along with horrible things? And a lot of people won't. A lot of people are, will still be brainwashed, and that's okay. That's their journey. What's important is that you're not, and you take responsibility for your own mind, and wake the fuck up, because you have a core operating system that is capable of having you in alignment at all times, in every moment, moving in alignment with your highest good, and not only for your highest good, but the highest good of all. Your natural talents line up with these things, and you're guided to them. Money, resources just come to you. You really don't have to. You magnetize them to yourself. And you're protected from bullshit. But you've got to, do the work of deconditioning, realizing where the conditioning is, and then realizing how powerful you are. Because if you don't own it and realize it and stand in it, then what do you even have it for? What's the point? These people who are just brainwashed, they're not going to bite you. They might be mean, or you'll be able to feel their it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because you can feel and hear what people think. People are constantly projecting and not taking responsibility for their own energy. It's very frustrating. It gets frustrating. But eventually, there'll be a new baseline to where we're all operating from authentic alignment, out of the corruption. So, this is what I wanted to talk about today, which makes psychic development more easily understood. Which you might not believe this, and that's okay. I would just listen to the concept and then pay attention to when you're practicing psychic intelligence. If maybe you could see how that would make sense, or how what I'm about to say would make sense. So, essentially, we are all one unit, having different experiences, different perspectives, in different bodies that is perceived as being separate from each other. When the way that I understand it, just through experience and being a professional psychic and working with others and channeling and reading for others and for years and years, and animals, and we're all of one unit. So when you're tapping into yourself to get an answer, or say that you're asking me for the answer, because that's a technique that you can use. You look into I use pictures a lot. Like I'll look into the eyes of who I'm working with, and then I'll get answers just from looking into the eyes. You're just talking to yourself. You're just talking to another aspect of yourself. So if I'm reading for somebody else, and say somebody contacts me, because I do still work on a psychic hotline every once in a while. When somebody contacts me on the psychic hotline, I write their name down. I have them spell their name, and I write their name down, first name. That's how I connect to their energy. And then I call in their guides. I'm like, okay, I'm so-and-so. I would like to talk to their guides. And then I talk telepathically back and forth with the guides to retrieve the answers of the questions that they're asking me. So, in this perspective of things, it's all in integrity, because essentially I am just conversing with another aspect of me in a different body, perceived as separate, when it's actually me. So all of the answers are within you, within all of us, and it's all there. It's all the same. And let me know in the comments if I'm making sense. When it clicked for me a long time ago, I was like, oh, that makes sense. All of the answers are within, because everything is you. You are everything. You're able to access this information because it's imprinted into energetic consciousness, but it's all within you and coming and going. It's within you. It is you. All of this is you. Everything that you experience. It kind of makes things not so scary too. Because right when psychic abilities start to show themselves, it can be kind of frightening. It was very scary for me. I don't know if it's intense for people nowadays, or if it's gotten easier, or I don't know. But I mean, I had to lose my fucking mind and think that I had to dispel all the conditioning that we're taught, that if you hear voices, you're schizophrenic. If you hear voices, you're crazy. All of these lies that we're fed and take on as belief systems within our minds, that we start to then react from these perceived alien experiences that we've been told are bad or that we're crazy. I mean, I spent years using drugs over voices and bullshit and thinking, you know, like almost putting myself in mental institutions, and like when really it was just me getting out of my system the conditioning that had been imposed onto my mind in an effort to suffocate my energy, an effort to, I mean, it's all for our benefit. It all, in the grand scheme of things, it's all for our benefit, as long as we're moving forward, learning and growing. It's all for our benefit. But, I mean, if somebody's imposing things on you with an intention to impose things onto you, then that's their problem. But unfortunately, we suffer the consequences of dumb people sometimes. And, you know, if you're meant to get through it and you're meant to learn the lessons and wake up to who you really are and ascend in consciousness and live a life that you love and live a life worth living, then you're going to get it, and you're going to go through it, and you're going to live through it, and you'll develop it, and you'll do wonderful things. But I know that it can be scary. So if you can just remember that it's all just you. It's not demons. It's not, you know, I've gone through so many things with demons or perceived demons, having to go through this whole process of, oh, a demon, you know, or reptilians and, you know, all this dark shit. Nothing ever hurt me. It tried to make me hurt myself. But in like retrospect, nothing ever that was trying to tell me it was scary and that it was, you know, a demon or you know, like this shit never did anything to me. You have to go towards that shit. If there's something that is frightening you, you need to go towards it psychologically. If something is, if you're scared of something, you're getting paranoid, those kinds of things, start going towards those things. You have to prove to yourself that your mind is fucked up. Your mind is going to try, it's going to play tricks on you. It's going to try and play these trickery games until you prove it wrong and you see it for what it is. And once you do, you have its ass in a handbag. Now it's in a handbag next to you. It's not up here eating you alive. Now it's down here. And you're like, bitch, stay back there. It doesn't have control over you anymore. Because your core operating system is from beyond the mind. It's not coming from the mind. You can use your mind once you have the psychic information to assist you, but the psychic information isn't coming from the mind, but the mind is going to try and replicate it. It's going to try and act like it is. It's going to argue. It's going to do all of these things. All of these things are what you need to be paying attention to while you're practicing, so you get really good at distinguishing what is your mind, what it sounds like. So you can just kind of see it for what it is and then listen more deeply. Assign technique more deeply. Fine tune your practice more deeply. Find new ways in which to receive information better. Or call in information more clearly. Okay. Okay, so let's do a psychic development exercise. Whoop, shit. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see here. I'm gonna write a number. No, that's too hard. At the beginning, the issue is that you think you're crazy. And you don't want to talk about it because you think other people are going to think that you're crazy. And yada, yada, yada. And times are changing, you know. It's not like it was 20 years ago. People are more open-minded and stuff. So I can imagine it's probably not as intense. Maybe. I don't know. But there is definitely support out there for you. And if anybody's trying to tell you that you have some condition or you're schizophrenic or, you know, that kind of shit. I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia by the Social Security Administration when I was 19. And it was total bullshit. I just went in there and was honest with the guy. And it told him like what I was experiencing. But I'm not, you know, schizophrenia is, most things, these systems on Earth, these human systems, and programs and processes are just basic. They take spiritual gifts, spiritual blessings, and give it a medical term, or a disease name, demonize it, and then, you know, try to eradicate it or make it so it's viewed as bad, which then perpetuates the deep conditioning, the deep belief systems, the further of separation we all get from our true core operating system that is of brilliance, that is of peace and ease and divine knowing. All right. I want you to focus on the colors. There are only 4 colors in Uno: blue, red, yellow, and green. Blue, red, yellow, and green. So right now, say to yourself, I am taking an energetic imprint of these Uno cards, the colors: red, yellow, blue, green. It's like activating a energetic remembrance, an energetic recognition of these colors. You can do that just by intending and saying so or commanding so. You just start talking to your inner body, whether or not you understand it or not. Start talking to it like it is, I was about to say, it is your bitch. But seriously, start talking to it like it is yours to command and do what you want it to do when you want it to do it. It's yours. You are the creator of your own energy. If you take control and do it. Otherwise, you're going to be passively, other shit's going to be controlling your energy, such as the hijacked mind and fucked up people and agendas and shit. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can command your energy with simple words, thoughts, and intentions. Okay, so if you haven't already, command activation of remembrance of these energetic imprints of these colors: red, yellow, blue, green. Okay. Now, ask your inner awareness, what color is on the other side of this card? Tell your inner awareness to scan this card for the energetic imprint that you just took and tell you what color is on the other side of this card. And then pay attention to what comes into your awareness. Down in this area, not up here. What information? All right. It's red. Can any of you that are in here scan back and see how the red answer came into your awareness, but you decided on something else? Because those are things you need to start paying attention to. Because you'll be able to start to see like, oh, like I heard red, or red, you know, it was like you can start to see how the information is coming in. You're just discrediting it because you're not in your power yet. You haven't, you know, gotten a hold of it yet. But it's all part of the process. So you did it? Did you receive the red information? Is that what you mean by how it was so fast? Or do you mean that I went through the exercise too fast? See, yes, this is how it is. Okay, so here, we're going to do another one, all right? I'm about to pick up the card. The answer is coming in right now of what color is on the other side of the card. It's coming in right now. What color is on the other side of this card? It knows what answers it needs to have before I'm even done talking. Your intelligence system knows already and is spitting out the answer. So you got to get good at catching it. And the way that you do that is by practicing and getting them wrong and then noticing how, oh shit, that did come in. I just didn't even realize it yet. But then as you start putting these things together, then you get good and fast. And you know to start listening to your awareness before I'm even done talking. And so you're already scanning your awareness. You're in constant awareness scanning mode. Hi. Dun 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 dun. It's yellow. All right, we're gonna do one more, but I'm gonna explain it in a way that maybe it'll help you receive better. We're gonna use the chakra system as a map in which to receive. So red is for the root chakra, which is down in your pelvic area, or at the base of your spine, that area. So when we do the test, if the answer is red, your body, your energy body, mental, not mental, but, or it could, you know, it could come through. Just pay attention to your body. You'll get some kind of sensation, or your awareness will go down to the root chakra or something like that. You're going to use your chakra system as a way in which to receive psychic intelligence information, because you're commanding it to. Let me see here. All right, next. Green is, well, that's not next in line, but we're gonna, maybe that's gonna get confusing. We'll go to yellow next. Yellow is the solar plexus chakra area. So it's like your stomach. It's like right below the rib cage, solar plexus. So if the answer is yellow, you're going to be paying attention to your whole body and seeing where you start to get sensations when we do the test. If you get sensations here, then it would indicate yellow, solar plexus. Next, green is correlated with the heart chakra, so this area. So if the answer is green, you'll feel something here. Last but not least, blue. We're going to blue, throat, anywhere up in the head, really. Because it could be the throat chakra. It could be crown. And, you know, just the head. All right. Red, yellow, green, blue. Base of the spine, below the rib cage, heart, centered chest area, head, neck, throat. All right. What color is on the other side of this card? I command the chakra system, show me through my awareness what color is on the other side of the card Lindsay is holding. And then pay attention to where in your body you're experiencing a response. This intelligence system is always working for you, and it works on your commands. It's red. C. Good job. Good job. What do you got? Oh, the number, because it was 8. Well, yeah, we weren't even focusing on the numbers. You got the color. And then be advised that your mind is always going to try and discredit your experience. I mean, the craziest spiritual mediumship, crazy shit will happen, and an hour later your mind is going to be like, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't have those abilities. I don't have that power. And then you'll start to believe it. Be aware that that shit's going to happen, and to not entertain it, because it's bullshit. Your ego mind is going to, it wants to keep you in a safe box that is not safe at all. It's actually a fucking mental institution that is so toxic. It shouldn't even be in existence, and it's trying to run your life. You got to get out of it. And not pay attention to when it tries to tear you back down to the size you were before you realized how awesome you were. It's like, no, there's no going back. We're moving forward. Oh, I look good for my age, though. Thanks. I think so, too. I'm not aging right now, really, that much, I don't think. Which I'm fine with. That's because I do what is in alignment with me. I always have. It's a little harder now that I have a kid. But, I mean, that's all leveled out, too. I've lived life on my terms, pretty much, doing crazy shit. And somehow that kept me looking young. It's when people go against their true nature and force themselves into systems and processes that they really don't want to be in, but they don't have the courage or confidence to stand up for themselves and get out of, and they keep allowing themselves to be taken advantage of, and just, oh, it's okay. No, bitch, it's not. It's aging you. You look stressed, and you look 20 years older than you are, because you're allowing everything to walk all over you. When our Lord entered the temple and found it polluted by money, changers and beasts, did he ask them to leave? Did he cry? Did he simply walk away? Have you ever considered that? What do you consider? What are you referring to, our Lord? Are you thinking like, do you consider Jesus, like that whole fucked up rigmarole story that just makes no sense at all? What is our Lord? Anyway, I don't have time to get into that discussion right now. I have to go do laundry. I'm happy you guys are here, that you were here with me. This recording will be going up. And don't forget to subscribe. And hopefully I'll be on here tomorrow for a live for a little bit. I don't know. It is the goal, though. And questions, put them in the comment section. I'm happy to respond and help you guys with your specific concerns and stuff. All right.